Rest in Pieces is a very interesting game. It works like you're a porcelain doll and you swing on a pendulum, so you control your left and right movement, and you try and make it through a pseudo procedural level generated map, and you're facing a boss the whole time. So there's lots of characters here. So this is the porcelain doll, and there's lots of other characters, and depending on the character, some can be swinging more than others, and it's just generally pretty fun game. I really like the atmosphere throughout the whole game. It's really quite cool. So let's go, and I'll just show you one of the first levels here. So you start with a little clown here, and initially I didn't know that these lights are just part of the scenery. I was wondering if it's like points or something. They're not points. So yeah, it's kind of neat. You get to see a bunch of things. The little balloons say like "die" and stuff on it. So yeah, it's kind of the plot is a demon has all these people's souls, and you're trying to free them, but you have to, in order to awaken them, you have to make it to like 3 checkpoints, and these usually have like an eye on them for the first time when you get to them, and then once you get to them, the eyes disappears because then you've made it. And so yeah, your goal is to make it through all the stuff that it throws at you. And unfortunately, it's a very steep learning curve. Even though this level is particularly easy, the learning curve initially, people who aren't used to these kind of controls will struggle a lot. And you know, the developers did a pretty good job. They give you 9 lives to begin with, and you'll run out of them real quick. And yeah, you can basically watch an ad to get 3 lives, and then later on you can watch an ad to get 5 lives. I'm not exactly sure how many times you need to do it, but that's the basic premise. So I generally really like this game just because it is cool. I like it. I like how the bosses like taunt you, and you're trying to make it through their little hellscape. For me, I wish that they had, I think they're working on like an alien type of boss, which I think would be kind of cool to have like an outer space themed level. But I think it would be really cool if they had something like the Red Queen, because, you know, that's kind of like the whole point of evolution is like you're trying to move forward and you're just to stay in the same place. And in a way, it's kind of like what this game is, sort of just like staying in the same place. You know what I mean? Like you are moving forward, but technically you're just staying in the same place. So anyway, no, I mean, they can do whatever they want. But I really found this game to be really quite fun, despite being kind of like frustrating. So yeah, I do like it. Yeah, oh god, that's so satisfying at the end there. Just like get destroyed. And each one of these has kind of like a, you know, either like a horror trope or like a funny thing to say. Like for her, she's like, she woke up from her nightmare with her big green eyes staring out to the dark. And I mean, it is pseudo procedural. So every time you start this level, you're gonna have a random chance. And sometimes the map will be harder, or sometimes it'll be easier, depending. So sometimes you can just sort of luck out and have like an easy draw. Let's show some others. So there's the Kraken with Jack Parrot. Kind of like that instead of Jack Sparrow. You got Jack Parrot who's puking and stuff. This one's got a little like shark bite in her surfboard. Brandy, I like that. The bunny, because he's bunnies, or she is bunnies. Ignimar, I don't know who Ignimar is, but I don't know who he's supposed to be a spoof of, but that's kind of cool. I like this one, Smoothius. He's a little mouse. Pegasus, and then Perseus, of course. The Countess, Mina. Yeah, that's good. And then you got some priest. And you got Red Slayer, who I think is some kind of like, I like how her crosses, like her stakes are kind of like crosses on her back there. So she's kind of like a Blade / a Buffy the Vampire Slayer hybrid. I really, you know, I like some of these poses too. They're really cute because, I mean, the whole time it looks like she's sliding on her knees around all this shit. So that one's good. This guy swings like crazy with his, this guy is swinging around like mad. But yeah, no, I kind of like her. Let's see if I can beat the level on this one. Yeah, there you are, Dragula. Oh yeah, let's do it. Yes, and that's what happens when you mess up. So if you don't make it to the first, like little like checkpoint, you don't get a chance to reset. Which, I mean, it's not the worst. Oh, Resquiescat in what was it? Fragmina, I believe, which is basically rest in pieces. I believe is what they were trying to go through. So, yeah. Oh, it's not an easy level. It's a hard level. Checkpoint, come on. Yes, give me the checkpoint. Oh, I got the checkpoint. Yes. Oh, yeah. And yeah, in case you're wondering, yeah, I haven't cut any of this video, so as you can see, it takes a long time to see some ads. You know, it's really quite nice. So, you know, oh no. But because I made it, you can revive, which I will. And if you watch ads, of course, you can get some little gold pieces, or you get the gold pieces in the level. Oh god, oh, I got lucky there. I screwed up big. Oh yes. Get you, Drac. Get nothing on me. No. Oh, no. No. Well, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I mean, generally, I just scrape by like the skin of my teeth on these ones. Because it is generally more difficult. It is doable most of the time, but there are some cases where one map after another is incompatible, and you will just, it's kind of an insta-death. But they're working on giving you little perks and stuff, so I'm sure some of them will be able to like become invincible or whatever. Oh no, yeah, no, done. So boom, sorry, Drac has defeated me. But yeah, I mean it is generally a really fun game, and yeah, they're working on new features, figures, and nightmares. And yeah, thanks to Bong Hearts for playing our game. It's a really beautiful person. I really do enjoy it, and I mean it's fun to see, you know, your progress. You save a bunch of souls and stuff. So you know, it is quite. I do like it. I like the game, and despite it being mechanically simple, it does provide a very big challenge. And there is one or two things that they do nice. If you keep dying on a certain level, they'll actually put in little rocks as like a little arrow pathway to kind of tell you where to swing and stuff, and you have to try and like follow the swinging path just to sort of help you out. So yeah, it's kind of fun, and I kind of like the whole shtick that this has, and yeah, it's generally a really fun game. So the people that made this, what are they called? I get the name. Oh, here we go. Their name is Take. So Take. Okay, yes. So that's them. So yeah, no. Honestly, it's a really fun game, and I recommend people check it out.